In 1912, the Titanic was not simply a ship. It was the ultimate symbol of human confidence, industrial power, and belief in progress. Many saw it as proof that technology had finally placed mankind above nature itself. Within the Titanic's steel walls existed a complete social hierarchy. Luxury and elegance filled the upper decks, while deep below, thousands lived in tight, crowded spaces. All were sailing together, yet living entirely different realities. The crew trusted the ship, the designers trusted the calculations, and the passengers trusted the promise that this vessel was unsinkable. Doubt had no place on board. As Titanic left Southampton, cheers echoed from the docks. No one watching could imagine that this moment of celebration would become the beginning of a global tragedy. The Atlantic stretched endlessly in every direction. Calm waters, clear skies, and gentle winds created an illusion of safety. Nature appeared peaceful, but it was only waiting. Throughout the day, radio operators received warnings from other ships. Icebergs had been spotted ahead. The messages were noted, but not treated as urgent. As darkness covered the ocean, the temperature dropped. The sea became smooth as glass, removing the natural signs that could reveal danger. Visibility deceived even the most experienced eyes. High above the deck, lookouts stared into the black horizon. There was no moon, no waves breaking against ice, only silence, until it was too late. At 11:40 p.m., an iceberg appeared directly ahead. It did not crash violently. It brushed the ship like a blade, slicing through steel as if it were paper. Below the waterline, the hull opened in multiple compartments. The damage was invisible to most on board, but it guaranteed the Titanic could not survive. Freezing seawater poured into the lowest decks. Passengers felt the cold before they understood the danger. By the time panic began, the ship was already dying. The ship's engineers examined the flooding in silence. Calculations were made quickly. The conclusion was unavoidable. Titanic had less than 3 hours to live. The captain gave the order to prepare the lifeboats, calmly, quietly, knowing that there were not enough seats for everyone. Many passengers refused to believe the truth. How could something so massive, so advanced, simply vanish into the sea? Denial spread faster than fear. Women and children were directed toward the lifeboats. Some boats were lowered half empty. Every unused seat would later become a symbol of irreversible loss. Parents hugged their children, unsure if they would ever meet again. Promises were whispered. Goodbyes were spoken softly, as if speaking louder might make the truth real. The band continued to play, not to entertain, but to calm the growing panic. Music became a final act of dignity amid chaos. The deck tilted further as the ocean claimed more of the ship. Cold water crawled upward, minute by minute, with unstoppable patience. Order dissolved into desperation. Some searched for loved ones. Others stared into the darkness, frozen by fear. Time was running out. When the final lifeboat was lowered, hundreds remained behind. They stood together, knowing there would be no escape. The ship's stern rose into the air, exposing its massive structure against the night sky. Steel groaned under unimaginable stress. Then, Titanic broke apart. Those who fell into the ocean were met by water colder than death itself. Survival became nearly impossible. Within minutes, the ship was gone. The sea returned to stillness. Only cries and debris remained where a city of light once stood. At dawn, rescue ships arrived to a field of wreckage and silence. More than 1,500 lives were lost. Titanic sank beneath the waves, but its story would echo through history forever.